People in uniform hold many talents. They also understand what it means to be tested. Tonight, both apply to one veteran combat medic, changing careers.
You got your questions up there, Robert?
Helping students in the classroom is a calling.
It says Maya cities were built around what types of centers?
And Michael Pitt shows a knack for connecting with 7th graders in this social studies class.
He's a really sweet and loving teacher.
He's helped me because when I'm stuck on a problem and he'll come out and break it up for me and try to help to see where I'm messing up at.
He's a loving, caring, helpful type of person.
The teaching assistant at Powell Middle School already sounds like a veteran of the classroom.
So the Maya lived in the Blank Peninsula, the Yucatan.
But now entering his early 50s, the new education career marks his second. His first started at age 17.
I've got a lot of family that's military, so it is kind of a family tradition.
Military service for this veteran combat medic included 20 years in the Navy.
It's a tribe, and that's a good way to put it. And, it's a tribe that leads to a fraternity depending on the longer you stay in.
The Navy corpsman endured not 1, 2, or 3 deployments.
And we were in the center of Ramadi, in Iraq for about a year.
The military lifesaver served 17 overseas duty stations in countries all around the world.
And there were times in Thailand and in Djibouti and in Somalia, and even times in Iraq and Afghanistan that you're it. You're kind of like by yourself. There is no doctor, there is no nurse. You tell yourself, I think I did my best. But when you find out that 2 weeks from now that they had passed, it kind of hits you, that did I not do my best? Mm-hmm. Where did I fail that Marine? The only reason I retired because my daughter asked me to retire. When we broke it down to her and she asked, does that mean you don't have to leave anymore? I said, well, yeah. So she said, okay, well, you can retire. So that was it. That was my reason for retiring.
You're in a classroom now. What made you make this turn?
For me, it wasn't a big turn. One of my hats that I wore on active duty was as an instructor. Yeah, they went from small villages to big cities, right?
Students in this class never knew about the military background of their teaching assistant until a lesson on military service offered the perfect chance to reveal his past.
I think it took them by surprise, because they see me every day and not putting that connection,
I thought it was pretty cool to have a teacher here that used to be in the military.
What do you think his #1 talent is?
To help.
He's a helper.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you need him, he's always there.
What do you make of what these kids said about you?
It puts a smile on your face, but you interact with them each day and you don't get to actually understand how much they are looking up to you, and it makes a difference. So, I believe in leading by example.
He does wonders with the kids that don't really want to work.
And what do you think that is? Why does he have that? What's the magic sauce there?
I wish I knew. Wish I knew, but I think they respect him a lot.
What do you hope you instill in these students?
Self-motivation, a don't quit attitude. Because it's easy to quit, and once you start to quit, it's easy to quit.
A veteran medic with a full career hasn't quit coming to the aid of people in need. He just found a new way to help.
Because what did we say our first answer was?
Again, Mr. Pitt following in the family business. His father served in the Navy and then became an educator in Knox County. We wish him luck in his efforts to become a guidance counselor.